creators, welcome guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. I said I would try and start doing more lives, and I totally spaced out. I don't know how. That today is the 11/11 portal. Just had a total ton of stuff going on. So I just want to thank you, everybody that is joining me, for anybody that allows me your most precious asset, your time. And it just is a true honor being here. Thank you, all my OGs and my new Gs, and anybody that just comes on to any of my videos. It's truly my prayer is that these find your hearts in a way that reminds you to take back your power, to make your decision for your best journey using your discernment and your intuition. So please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that, today we are going to do a live pick a card reading. So this is a little bit different. So if you guys come in the middle of it, I guess you're coming in the middle of it. But I think I'm also going to try and just do a general collective reading. So this is just going to be a pick a card reading on what's coming in for this 11/11 portal. There's a lot going on with this. This is the moment to take true action in your life right now and to really focus on those moments that matter to you and those projects that really matter to you, those things that you know are going to take you into the next level. So let's get some shuffling on, and then we'll go ahead and draw out some cards. So source, what's going on for the collective? Pick a card reading, those that are going to come on to this live video. What's coming in for them for this 11/11 portal? What do they need to know currently at this time? How can we help them out? What messages do you have for them, source? What messages do you have for the collective? Pick a card reading for the 11/11 portal. What's going on? What's opening up for them? What do they need to know in this time, source? Okay, thank you. What do they need to know in this time, source? What messages do you have for the collective? Pick a card reading, piles 1, 2, and 3. What's coming in the 11/11 portal? So for some of you guys, it is apparent that there is perspective change coming in. So just keeping that in mind. But let's go ahead and see for pile number 1, source. Wow, thank you. Okay, you guys got 2 cards. Okay. For pile number 2, it's coming in for the 11/11 portal, source. Okay, they want this one. Okay, and for pile number 3, what's coming in for the 11/11 portal, source? What messages does pile number 3 need? Okay. Thank you. What other messages do we have for pile number 1, source? What other messages do you have for pile number 1? Thank you. What other messages do you have for pile number 2? Okay, thank you. And what other messages do you have for pile number 3? Thank you. Okay, last messages for pile number 2. Last messages for pile number 2. What do they need to know with this 11/11 portal? Thank you, source. Okay, guys. So for those of you that do watch my shuffling, I always do a mini reading with what's on the bottom of the deck as a general overall. So I, can't say watch my shufflings, but if you guys do, it's just kind of for those of you that allow me your time. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Cups in the reverse, the King of Cups, the House of God in reverse, and the Knight of Cups. Wow. Okay, so guys, you guys could be dealing with a broken heart. Now, it doesn't have to be a recent broken heart. I heard that for some of you it is, but for some of you guys, this is healing an old wound that has come up, and it's in healing this in this 11/11 portal. It's like there's a trigger that's coming up for you guys that is really making you focus on the emotions that were brought into your life when you were, with somebody that you gave everything to. And that's bringing you into this King of Cups energy. Okay. And you guys could be connecting with somebody. I did hear. It's in connecting with somebody. This is like you taking your cup back. You're like, nope, I'm not going to be in a broken-hearted situation. I'm going to take my cup back and I'm going to focus on myself and I'm really going to do this. So for those of you that have a recent relationship, that's what's going on here. You guys are taking your cup back and you're standing in this King of Cups energy here. And for others of you, this is you taking your cup back from once it had spilled, whenever that was. Okay. It could have been last year, it could have been years ago, whatever it is, right? What happens when you do this is it causes a situation where a person is trying to keep from falling apart, right? Because it's like you've taken back your energy. You're looking at this Ace of Cups. You're like, look, give me my energy back, bitch. Like, I'm not playing around, right? And so for those of you that are connected with somebody right now, it's causing them to, there's a lot of misfortune. Okay, there's a lot of upset in their life right now. There's a lot of things that are falling apart. And for those of you that you're recovering from a broken heart from the past, it's the same thing. You've cut off your energy. It's like cutting an energy tie or an energy cord. And because you're like drawing back your energy, it's taking it away from this person. But they're really in this state of denial and they don't want to deal with the fact that now you're actually gone. Your energy's gone. Like there's no hope left with you. And so it's like everything in their life is upside down and they're fighting this misfortune and like they don't want to face reality. This is like, I'm not going to face reality. This is stubborn ass energy. This is somebody that's like, nope, I'm not going to face reality that the collective took back their cup. So they're coming in offering something, right? And it's this night energy. And you're over here being the King of Cups. Like, really? You're going to offer me night energy and you're really going to think that that's what I want? You got to at least come to me as my equal, right? Which would be the Queen. But no, it's like somebody that's coming in. It's like, can you please just take my cup? And what you're realizing is that this is just a failed relationship over again, right? With this 1111 portal, it's like bringing in the situation that you're like, there's no way that this can survive, right? It's like, look, they're offering the cup to the Six of Cups in reverse. This is like repeated bad relationships. This is stuff that just, it's like old baggage that comes up in new relationships and keeps you in a state of perpetual um, cyclical energy, right? And that's what's going on here. They want to offer you something that's solid and stable, but at the end of the day, really there's nothing solid and stable here. It's just a mess. It's like everything is falling apart. Okay. And when you realize that and you walk away, you step up into a position of leadership. Look at that. There's your counterpart coming in the reverse. Why? Because they don't want to tell you the truth about how they feel. They're hoping that they can offer you superficial love and that you'll go back into this reversal of energy and you're like, no, I want my Six of Cups in the upright. And if you're not going to give it to me, then I'd be happy being by myself because I see that you're not. Yeah, all they want is sex right now because they're afraid. I'm just going to tell you this, whoever this is, they're very scared. Look at all these cups cards, guys. Like this is an insane amount of cups cards coming out all together. Like this is insane. One, two, three, four, five, six cards all on the bottom of the deck. You guys watch me shuffle. Like this is crazy. So yeah, you're coming into a position of power. Look, and the 10 of coins peeking out over here. Yeah, you're coming into a massive abundance. Okay, and this doesn't have to be financial gain. This could be just abundance in love, abundance in material manifestations. Like there's something that's coming in for you. Look, 10, 10, 10, all coming out with the 10 of cups over here. Yeah, you're the one that's getting the reversal of fortune. It's like or not reversal, you're getting the good luck. And this person has to stand by and watch as you blow up, basically. Like it's like they could have been a part of that, but instead they wanted to be greedy and keep trying to keep you in stuck energy and you just weren't having it. You're like, no, like I'm not going to play that game. So beautiful energy for those of you guys working on this. Just keep working on you. Focus on yourself in this time is so important. So for pile number 1, we have the 3 of coins. For pile number 2, we have the 3 of cups. And for pile number 3, we have the 3 of wands. So again, just a quick reminder, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move into it, guys. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, so for those of you that chose the 3 of coins, this is for you. Okay, what's coming in this 1111 portal? We have the 8 of Wands reversed. Okay. All right, we have the 3 of Swords in the upright. Ooh, okay, and we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Now I'm going to pull some clarifying cards. There's definitely a sense of anxiety here with you, pile 1. A fear that's coming out, and it's making itself known. And I think that it's hard for you because it's like how badly you want to run away from this fear. And you can't. Like, you have to face it. And facing it is scary, right? Facing it is like, oh my gosh, I have to really deal with this. I have to really be in this. I have to experience it. But it's karmic by nature. It's a repeating cycle. It's something that has been going on for a long time, whether that's in past lives for you, or if it's you carrying the generational curse. It's been going on for generations. And it's not been healthy. It's caused a lot of disconnect. It's caused a lot of anger. It's caused a lot of jealousy. It's caused a lot of fear, right? It's caused a lot of fear in your life. And I feel like it's caused a lot of fear for your family too, like whoever's dealt with it in your family before you. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay. And it's just been a process. I feel like it's been a process dealing with this, and you're kind of in this energy of like, do I really have to overcome this? Like, I've overcome so much. Why do I have to overcome this? And it's interesting because we do actually have strength energy out on the board, and that's why you have to overcome this, because you're coming up into a position of strength. But it's first going to take you changing your perspective and seeing that not all things are bad. Okay, yes, it is causing you anxiety, but there's power with that anxiety because it's leading you to heal something that you didn't know you needed to heal until this moment. And the good news is that Source is sending you somebody to help you overcome this. Now, with this King of Coins here being underneath it, I will get into this in just a second. I did hear right off the bat, they're sending you a boss to help you out. So this could be a boss in a job. This could be a boss like energy that's going to be in your energy field. So this could be a friend. This could be a lover. This could be a family member, somebody who is in their boss energy right now. It's like Source is sending somebody not to the rescue, but just to help you through a hard time, because I feel like this anxiety is overwhelming. And it's like Source has your back. They're trying to help you find clarity, but not just any clarity. This is clarity in unconditional love, so that you can truly forgive and send that love into this open wound that you have. Because I feel like for a long time you've been manipulated, and without realizing it, because you've dealt with so many people who've manipulated you and treated you a certain way, and maybe made you feel like it was all about money over everything else, you know, which I get with this Queen of Wands in the reverse. Some of you guys have been cheated on, and some of you guys have just been done dirty, like really dirty. And the thing is that you didn't realize that you're actually coming into this energy within yourself. It's like you're manipulating yourself, trying to maybe convince yourself of something that really isn't something that's good for you, or you're trying to put yourself, like, it's like giving yourself a passionate start towards something, but you're not even really passionate about it. You're just kind of showing up like, man, okay, like that's what I guess I'll do. Like, that's cool, whatever it is. But the thing is that this person, whoever was manipulating you, you know, and if you guys watch the shuffle, I do many readings in the shuffle with what's on the bottom of the deck. So for those of you that watch that, you know that you're taking back your power in this 1111 portal. And in taking back your power, this person has to watch as somebody else comes in And they're going to seem like this is going to be a Superman or a Superwoman coming to rescue you from them. When in reality, it's like you've done so much work on your own. The source doesn't want you to be alone in the 3D anymore. It's like source wants you to have somebody that's just going to understand the journey that you're on and not try to manipulate you. You're a pure soul and you're kind and compassionate and loving. And people like to take advantage of others that are like that because if they let me get it out, they think that you're dumb. Okay, like, and you're not. You're not dumb at all. It's like to be kind in a wretched world is such a beautiful gift. So continue to be kind because that's something that you can offer to help the whole of the world come into a cleaner vibration, into a more pure vibration. And what has happened here is it's like this could be angels too. I want you guys to know this could very well be angels that are helping you come into boss energy as well. I don't know why that message just came through, but it did. But the thing is that because of this situation, it's forced you to really dive deep within and see what it is that you want to put your passions toward. I feel like you gave this person a lot of energy, especially with this Five of Cups underneath the Queen of Wands here. You gave this person a lot of energy. Like you wanted to build with them, you wanted to network, you wanted to grow with them, and you gave them a lot of that. But where can reversal energy go? It first must rise into upright energy in order for there to ever be growth. Well, whoever this person is, I don't know why I keep yawning, guys. Like, holy crap, y'all need to get some sleep. Like, seriously, it was fine until I started. But this Queen of Wands energy, they're not in a position or place yet where they're willing to grow. And it's like, I think that you realize that and you realize that you have to move on. And so there's been a lot of prayers here. And in moving on, it's focusing on yourself and your dreams and what it is that you want to manifest in this here now moment. And when you do that, it's like you take the coin from the center, right? This is you like basically singling yourself out from the whole world and coming into a position of power. And the power is just putting in the work where the work needs to be put. And boom, there you are. Rising up into this King of Coins energy. This is straight boss energy, right? Like we have the Eight of Coins. Yeah, you're tired of working. This is in the reverse. You're tired of working on this because society says that you need to work on it. Like it's like I feel like there's a lot of emotion here. And yeah, but look, exactly. You have to move on. You have to move on and you have to let this situation go because working on it is just making you feel like completely unstable. It's like destabilizing your entire structure and it's making you feel hemmed in and closed off. And it's like you have to move towards something that you're passionate about and you realize that because this person doesn't want to do any introspection. And you know that and you're aware of that. And you're like, okay, so I got to take care of me. Let me take care of me because I'm tired of being with people who are greedy about my energy. So I'm going to boss up. I'm going to be the one that steps up into Emperor energy because this person has nothing to give me. They don't want to give it to you. It's like, I feel like this person loves you, but they just, yeah, like they're happy with what you give them and they want to keep you in that state because there's somebody else involved in their lives. There's a lot of queens coming out in reversals, guys. Like that's a lot of queens. And they're confused because you're basically juggling all these things and they won't deal with their own demons. So they want to stay in a place of unstable structure and they're the ones that are causing their own issues. And you're like, it's cool. We could be friends if you want. Yeah, maybe we'll be loyal in the end, but I'm not going to do this. I'm going to communicate to you that you're the one that's being impulsive and I'm not okay with that. Right? So because you chose to work on yourself, now you guys are having clarity on the situation and there's going to be new growth coming in. Boom, secrets revealed. This person doesn't want to change and you're like, all right, cool, don't change. I don't want you to change. I tried to build with you, but now I realize that I put in so much energy and effort and time into this connection. What I was actually ending up doing was running away from myself, and I can't do that anymore. Like I feel like this is like Source basically putting a hand on your heart and telling you exactly what you need to do in this now moment. And so you found a new renewed energy towards self-love. And I feel like with this person, it was like, yeah, there was a lot of passion here, but that's all it's been. It's like, that's all they seemingly want. And it's because they're stuck in their 3D ego self. They want more with you. They do. But there's no sense in waiting around for someone to figure out their own damn life when you got too much stuff to pay attention to for you, i.e. boss energy. 22, master number coming out, sacred ibis. Yeah, you're learning. Like, this is all about walking through the gateway, right? We have 1111 portal, and here you have a gateway on this card. Yeah, you guys are about to walk into something that's going to change your lives for forever. And that's a beautiful energy. Like, that's a great place to come up into. But first, you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. And I feel like you were putting a lot of effort and energy into taking care of and healing this person. And now that you let go, you're flowing. Let go and flow. Like, that's the energy that you're coming into. I'm let go and flow. I don't want to swim upstream anymore. I don't want to be in this place of hurt anymore. I don't want to be the reason that somebody else succeeds while I'm failing. Yes, I'm so glad that that card came out. And then we have 33. So look, you guys had 22 and 33 come out on two separate decks. Look at this. It says, appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and to find love. And I feel like that's exactly, what did I say? You guys are like relearning how to love yourselves. So let's start with this one, number 38, which is 11. Come on, guys. Let's be real. These are just ridiculous, already ridiculous. We have honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. And this card always tells me that there's somebody here wearing a mask, and it's like you've turned your back to this person because you're like, you're trying to butter me up, but for what? You're trying to butter me up for your own sick agenda, right? And so Source is like basically shedding light on the fact that this person has lied to you. And you're like, look, I'm just going to go back to doing what I was doing before I came into your life, before you came into my life, before we had this meeting, and I'm going to focus on myself. What's going to happen with this person? Who knows? I can't say that they're going to come back. I can't say that they're not, because the situation's different for everybody. But because you did that, you have blessings coming. Kingpin energy, boss energy, guys. Come on. What you really want. You want to be successful and independent and financially secure so you can take care of yourself. That way, then you don't need to rely on anybody, and you can just allow somebody to come into your life and show you what it means to be loved. But you must first do that for yourself, because you do have blessings coming. Look, and then 33 again. Look, guys, so 3333 is a very powerful number for you, okay? Master number 33, and this is your angels are with you, okay? We have change, chameleon. Yeah, it was like you were blending in and trying to mirror this person for a while, and then something just kind of like clicked for you. I think this person hurt you a lot. Maybe not intentionally, but I think that their actions, you just kind of like realized that this was not what you wanted in your life. You realized that this is not how I want things to be. And so you knew that they weren't going to change. So the only logical explanation was for you to change. And so you did that. And it was in doing that that you allowed yourself to grow into a new phase on your journey. Wow, okay, this one wants to come out. So I'm going to pull some messages from the ghetto deck. Look at this, guys. I can't make this up. Time to make space for you. This is the self-love card, right? It's like time to really worry about yourself in this. And because this person's not honest. Are they going to be honest? There's no telling. I mean, I'm not focused on that in this reading. Maybe I'll do another reading like that, guys, for you soon. But at the end of the day, like, you have to focus on yourself, because if you're honest with yourself, then you're going to send that vibration out into the universe, and the universe is going to be like, okay, great. It says if you fear the truth of this connection, which is why you refuse to fully surrender. Yeah, so it's like you guys felt a deep, deep connection with so many synchronicities coming out. You got 11, 33, 33, 22. Like, there's so many synchronicities coming out in this, that this is a very synchronistic connection. But don't get caught up in the synchronicity of the connection. Rather, get more into a space of what happens when I'm with this person. What happens to me? Not what happens with us, what happens to me. It's not selfish. It's allowing yourself space to truly understand, are they for me in this now moment? Because I think we get so caught up in the fact that this is so synchronistic. Like, holy crap, there's so much going on in this connection. Like, it's so deep, it's so profound. It's got to be the one. Well, yeah, but you get so caught up in all the stuff that Source is trying to tell you, because it's Source is the one that's being synchronistic, not the connection, right? Source is the one that's trying to lead you into a space so that you can call in the love that you desire. But sometimes you get so enamored by the acts of Source that you forget that there's still a person, a human, standing in front of you. And it's not to judge another human by their actions, but it is to put at face value, is this person holding up to what it is that you've asked for, or are you settling for less because of the synchronistic connection? Like, stop, rest, reassess where you're going. Yeah, you need to slow down. It's okay to let this go for a little bit, because in letting this go, you're going to allow yourself some space to truly grow from it, right? And that's what ultimately we need to do. Okay, this one's trying to come out. I'm going to take it. Look at that. Rest equals work, work equals rest, find a balance. Yeah, so it's like, don't be afraid to work hard for what it is that you want. That's what brings in the blessings. That's what brings in the goodness for you. Look, nothing feels better than this. And I feel like this is how you feel about this connection. But Source wants you to focus on this feeling and cultivating this feeling in your life in this 1111 portal. It's not about the connection. This is about you, pile one. And it's time for you to see that, because when you see that, you're going to be able to grow beyond the limitations that are set in the human mind. It's going to be able to see, like, okay, so my person 3D self can't be honest with me. They can't hold integrity. They're not coming in an honorable light. But it doesn't mean that you're not connected. You're still connected on the higher plane. But this isn't even about going and talking to them in a higher plane, or even through psychic connections or anything like that. This is about you fully understanding what it is to surrender and to focus on yourself, right? Because that's really where nothing feels better than focusing on yourself in this now moment. Okay, I heard two more. Okay. So some messages from the ghetto bag. Something large looms near. Yeah, something big is about to happen for you guys. Something huge is about to come through, and I think you guys are going to be so shocked at it. Faith makes things possible, not easy. Yeah, Source is asking you to have faith in the process, right? Like, don't, just because this person isn't coming to you now doesn't mean that they won't. It doesn't mean that they will. But if they don't, then it means that Source has something far more better in alignment with you that's going to equal out to blessings. Again, don't take this like, oh my gosh, love is coming. Oh my gosh, money is coming. Blessing is a huge, huge, wide range of things. Spiritual growth, enlightenment, clarity, love, unconditional love, support from your angels, support from your guides. There's so much, right? So here we go. Here we go. Source saying, what looms near? Your bank account is growing soon. There we go. So that's one of the blessings coming in. It said you've got kingpin boss energy here. It's like you guys are learning how to focus on yourself, and that's what's bringing in the blessings. It's like maybe you thought this person had some play in how you were being successful, but then all of a sudden everything just kind of like got ripped apart, and you were like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, excuse my cursing, guys, but you're just like, holy crap, like what happened here? And it was like you needing to refocus on yourself and taking action in your own journey. And then here's Source just coming, making sure you open your eyes, right? What I said, it's like you sometimes get so caught up in the fact that the situation is so synchronistic, and you're like, wow, like this is like nothing I've ever experienced before. Again, I'm not here putting labels on it. If that's what you guys do, cool, but I'm not. Because it's when we label things that we become sorely disappointed, because it's adding an expectation to something rather than just letting it be, right? And so I feel like maybe you guys put a label on this and you're like, oh my gosh, and so you're expecting it to go one way, but it's going an entirely different way. And the reason it's going an entirely different way is because the expectation is there. That's not for you. Source has better plans for you, right? Like source has something else for you. And you have to trust that. It's like, can you trust that? Can you come into a space of honoring that within yourself? Or are you going to keep putting a label on this and repeating cycles in your life over and over again? Cycles that needed to be finished a long time ago, right? And it's like you finish them when you're meant to, but that's the thing. It's like sometimes we often, as humans, we get so freaked out that we have to go back and experience another cycle of it again. And I feel like you did, but it was a shortened cycle, and now you're like coming into a space of realizing this person doesn't actually have the best intentions with you in this now moment, because they haven't done the healing like you have. But you're healing, and your energy is healing, and your energy is so beautiful that it scares them, and it's like making them realize that they have some work to do, right? But you don't need to stick around for that. That's a long, grueling road. You've already been on it. It's time for you to release. It's in releasing that you guys will have freedom. You'll have a sense of newness that takes you over, and you'll have a place of ability to see things in a different place. Also, source wants you to forgive this person, not being mad at them for where they're at on their journey. Forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments, right? The reason they want you to forgive them is because holding on to that is only keeping you in a state of perpetuating those cycles once again. And then they're saying, look, because in forgiveness, you have true love. This love is once in a lifetime love. So it could even be this situation. It does not have to be. But what they're saying is that as you honor yourself, you're going to come into a place of being able to call in the love that you desire, whatever that is. But right now, what you're dealing with is not like, you have to truly focus on yourself so that you can come into boss energy. And sometimes that's hard, but you got to make a decision like a boss, right? Is it serving you? Is it making you feel better? Is it making you feel worse? Like, really, you have to treat yourself like you're going to a job, and you have to assess your emotions, or what you need, your job assignment, right? That's your emotions. And when you reassess your emotions and as your job assignment, then you can come into a place of truly understanding what it is that you need to do next, right? So it might not be an easy process, but it will be useful for you so that you can come out of this weird energy, because it's weighing on you. And the more it weighs on you, the harder it is for you to get into a state of high vibrational energy, which is where we manifest at, right? So I feel it weighing on you. I feel like, again, if you guys watched that mini reading, we did have the Ace of Cups coming out on the bottom in reverse. This is exactly what type of energy it was. But as I said, as the King of Cups, is about you taking back that Ace of Cups for yourself, because you're the one that has an overflowing cup. This person has a bottomless cup. It's like, no matter how much you pour into it, it will never fill up, because it's just getting poured into emptiness. So don't be the one that pours into someone else's emptiness, okay? So this is what I have for you, Pile 1. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to try to live in life, laughter, and love. Until we see each other next time. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Sorry, guys. I needed a drink. Whoa. Okay, so for pile number 2, for those of you that chose the 3 of Cups, this is for you. What's opening up, or what's coming up for you in this 11:11 portal? Okay, so we have the 6 of Wands reversed. Whew, we have the 10 of Swords reversed. And there you are with the High Priestess, guys, the Popess. All right. I think what this is, okay. So for some of you guys, this is an old pattern. Well, I guess not for some of you guys. This is really for all of you guys. This is an old pattern that's coming to light. For some of you, though, this is dealing with another person who's like this, and for others of you, this is for you dealing with yourself. So the way I'm going to read this is that it is dealing with yourself, but just understand that energies are fluid. So this could be somebody that you're dealing with. So not taking it personal as I'm talking. It's just that if I start getting too involved with too many different stories, it gets me confused. And I think in turn that passes on to you guys. So there's this energy of greed that's being presented. It is an energy that has been overtaking you for some time. This is an energy that has kept you blocked from money for a long time. And I think it's also kept you blocked from love and success in your own life because it's exhausting you. It's keeping you in a lower vibrational energy. This is like having a lot of emotional upset, just completely discouraged with life, being in a negative place, right? Not being in a place of being able to grow beyond. It's like you're either fighting with someone or you're fighting with something. And with the Six of Wands, this could be an addiction of some sort. But really, I am hearing with greed, it's like wanting a luxurious lifestyle, but in a greedy way. It's almost like so that you can prove to others, like, ha ha, I made it. You know, and it's like rubbing it in their faces and being in this place of like, you're not as good as I am. And that's why Source helped me out. And again, like I said, this could be somebody that you're dealing with. So don't take it as like, oh my gosh, I'm calling you greedy. I think everybody deals with this blockage on this journey because it's a societal belief. It's a true belief that however big your rubber band pocket is how much your value is. And that's what's like basically coming to light for you, is realizing that it doesn't matter how much you have in your bank account. What matters is what you do with your everyday. Money is not going to buy you happiness. You have to cultivate your happiness from within. And it's like you're realizing this now. It's like you're realizing that you're so exhausted from the situation that there's no point in moving forward on it. There's no point in continuing to harbor this energy. There's no point in continuing to be in a place of fighting your egoic self. It's like, I need to transform. And so you have devil energy coming out right now, right? And it's like you're the one that's looking at this energy. It's like you're clearing your own energy field of this devil energy because you know it's not serving you, because you realize it's not helping you out along the way. And there is a lot of anger here, and there's negativity that's coming up with it. But I think that you're ready to see the truth of the situation. It's like, I have to read into this. I have to honor this. I have to see this for what it is. I can't just neglect my healing anymore. I can't just neglect who I am anymore. I can't be in this place of fighting what Source wants me to do just because people think that things have to be X, Y, and Z. When in reality, it's A, 9, 23, C, Z. You know what I mean? Like, it's all over the board. It makes no sense. So, but it's like you've been fighting it for so long, and yet there's something that happened that really just kind of puts you in this place of like, wow, I don't need this anymore. I don't need this. I'm done with this. And it feels like your spirit coming in and telling your ego, look, ego, thank you for always standing up for me, and thank you for always creating, these situations so that I don't get hurt anymore. But this is not the same as what it was when we first created this block. So I'm going to go ahead and take over now. And you're letting your spirit do that. It's like what's coming up for you in this 1111 portal is that you're letting yourself do that. So again, it was like in this, it's giving yourself one-sided love. It was like you were expecting other people to love you in a way that you weren't willing to love yourself. And it was like more about well, people will love me when I'm successful. And that energy it had its life with you, and it's done now. And so again, like I said, this could be somebody that you're dealing with, but I'm reading it as it's coming across here. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, you were committed to this. You were committed to this belief, like, as soon as I get, $100,000, like, I'm gonna rub it in everybody's face, and I'm gonna be like, screw you guys, I'm going home. Like, it's this energy of just like, screw you guys, I'm going home. Like, Like it just you're done. You were done with everybody else. And it's interesting because you have a divine pair out here. So like I said, this could be somebody that you're dealing with that's a divine counterpart, right? That doesn't necessarily mean they're your divine counterpart, but they're a divine counterpart in some way, shape, or form. But there's like this disconnect with the connection. And so you're the one that had to come up into both of these energies. You had to come up into your Pope-S energy so that you could honor the fact that this was just not working for you, whatever the situation is. It's just not working for you. It's not serving you. It's making you feel uncomfortable. It's making you feel like trapped. It's making you feel like there's a need for jealousy and greed and dishonesty. And you're like, that is not why I took this journey. And so you had to step back and step back into your high priestess power, your intuition, your knowing, right? Seeing beyond the veil. And in turn, you had to step into the Pope energy saying, I'm here to serve. I'm here to serve, but this is not serving me. Right? And so you're the one that had to change. It was like you had to trust the process that no matter how much energy you put into the situation or how much you were attached to it, connected to it, you had to trust the process that there was time for change. And in changing, it brought you into a place of truly being able to, it's like Source was saying, like, once you make the change, like, don't worry. I know it's scary, but we're helping you. Like, we're supporting you on your journey. You're never going to be alone. Like, you're never going to have to fight these battles alone. It may feel like you are, but you're not. You're not fighting these battles by yourself. We're helping you, but you've grown too big for this situation anymore. You have to let it go. So this, excuse me, guys. They want me to say if this was a person, what happened was is that when you came together, you guys were in an alignment of sorts. Okay, it was like you guys were kind of on the same level, but what happened is that you leveled up and this person stayed the same. Okay, and that's why they said it's like it didn't matter that you guys were divine counterparts, right? They could be yours, they could be somebody else's. Whatever happened though is that you leveled up and this person stayed the same, and so now you're up here and there's no vibrational match. Like you guys are just kind of missing each other. And so this is like Source saying it's okay to let go. Again, if this is a thought pattern, that's what happened. It was like this is the old thought pattern, the emotional ego. And here you are being connected with spirit. And it's like spirit brought you up here. And so it's like, again, this mismatch in energies. It's like this has got to go. It's got to go. Okay, let me see here. What do we got? Yeah, the King of Swords in the reverse. And there we go. The Six of Wands again in the reverse. Now I know it looks like it's in the upright, but in this deck for some reason this way it's in the reverse. Yeah. So there was some manipulation going on here. So this could have been family that was dealing with you. This could have been again somebody, that divine counterpart, somebody you were interested in. I love how this turned out to be your old belief system, and then it went into now there's somebody else involved, but at the same time it is still the belief system that's getting shed. Like it's the emotional ego is dying here, but somebody was using what it was that you were telling them to make you stay in a position of being stuck in this energy. So I did hear greed for sex. I did hear that right now. It's like they wanted you to keep coming and giving them what it is that they wanted to. And it was kind of like you realized that it wasn't serving you. It's like, what am I getting out of this? It's like we do the hanky panky or we do the dance with no pants. And then I'm the one left with nothing. I feel depleted. I feel emotionally drained. I'm crying. I'm upset. I'm overwhelmed. But what are you doing? You're going on and living your best life, right? Well, I'm the one that's fighting. Yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah, I was dealing with the love. There you go. There you go. Oh my gosh. Okay. So again, you really thought this was going to be an equal give and take, a successful relationship. You thought that. But what it ended up happening is this. It's like this person is your match. They met your match. Again, this is kind of like narcissistic energy with the King of Swords in the reverse, but I'm not here to say they are a narcissist. What I'm here to say is that this person has been so badly hurt in the past by relationships that they have grown into a place of just truly knowing how to manipulate others with what they say. And so they listen to you to gain information so that they can keep getting their agenda filled and making you believe that it is a successful relationship is one of those things. And they're like, this is what they don't realize. You are psychic. Okay. You're aware. You're very intuitive. And because of that, you realized what this person was doing. You realized they wanted to confuse you. And because you realized that they wanted to confuse you, you received your justice, and the justice is completing a karmic cycle. Okay. For them, though, this is what happened to them. They were using it to manipulate you, and then suddenly they realize somewhere along the line, it's after you leave. This is what's going to happen. If you haven't left yet, it's going to be after you leave. They're going to realize that, holy crap, I actually did love that person. Like that's what it's almost like reverse psychology, right? And I'm not saying to do it just so that you'll get your person. Like I'm saying that it's like this person hurt you and they expected to keep hurting you because they were using this as a ploy to get you to come back. And it was like you realized that, like, I want to put this here because it's like you read into this. You're like, what's really going on? And you're like, this person's trying to make me confused and disoriented, and like I'm in a state of weird, like, yeah, they're trying to control the situation. But Source is like, oh, look, baby, don't worry. I've been talking to you this whole time. I've been making you aware. And you're like, yeah. And so now you're moving on to bigger, better things where you're going to persevere. You're going to have success. And what this is creating is a situation where you're able to discern. So, like, if this person comes back around, you're going to know if this person's being honest or not. You're going to know if this person's truly has good intentions for you, but equally so, you're going to be in a state of being cautious because why am I going to give you everything when I did give you everything and all you did was give me the short end of the stick, right? Boom, news 23 again. Because you changed, this is like news from Source. So you guys keep a lookout on a message, right? This is something coming in to confirm what it is that you felt. I will say this because they want me to say it. I don't usually like saying this when news comes out, but it could be a confirmation from this reading that you did do the right thing. I think that you guys are anxious and worried about whether or not walking away was the right thing. And Source is saying that yes, because you spoke your truth in this situation. It was like whether or not this person believed that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because this person was manipulating you, and you're the one that was like, I don't feel like you were like, you son of a bitch, you did this to me. You're just kind of like, you know what? I realize that I'm not ready for this and I have to go. Like, I can't do here. Yeah. You exerted your willpower, you know, your free will. You're like, as much as I love you, as much as I care about you, I can't do this anymore. Like, I can't put in this effort. Even if this is a belief system, it was like basically you're telling your emotional ego, like, look, I love you, ego. I know that you put this in place as a safety precaution, but at the end of the day, like, I can't hold on to this anymore because it's exhausting me. And so you spoke with Source about it. You prayed on it. You're like, let me pray on this. Like, because I don't know what to do. I like get this, like, even though she's on her knees here, it was like interesting because I actually see somebody coming into a room and falling on their knees and crying and just being like, God, source, universe, whatever it is that you call it, please help me. I can't do this anymore. Like, I don't know if this is right for me. It feels right, but then when I'm alone, it feels wrong. Like, and Source said, I'm so glad that you came to me. Now let me transform you. Let me bring you up out of these ashes and let me give you something new. You looked at your cycles and that's what you transformed. You gained wisdom from connecting with this person. And I think even though it was hard, and I think that even though it was overwhelming and heartbreaking, like, I feel like you guys had your heart broken in this. Maybe not like what you've had in the past. But there's still some sense of heartbreak here. And it was just because you really felt like this was it. This was my Six of Cups. And then you realize, no, this isn't what I asked for. That's again, devil energy coming out. You know, you've been dealing with the devil, and it was in dealing with the devil that you realized you're like, this isn't what I wanted at all. But in that, it was like, this gave you an opportunity to begin to know what to ask for. Yeah, so we have number 7. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. And I think that's what Source wants you to do. It's just remember to love yourself above all else, right? Love yourself first. But it's like focusing on that love is what's bringing in such a huge change for you. And this could feel very subtle, but it's a profound change that will bring in so much success and light. So we have number 43, love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. And I think this is what you realized that you wanted. It's like, I don't care how much the connection feels like it's supposed to be. If it's creating this devilish energy in my life, I gotta cut it out, no matter how much I want it, no matter how much it feels like it's right. Like, I want a love that endures. Like, I want somebody to come to me and be like, hey, you know what? Because you came into my life, like, because you loved me the way that you loved me, like, I know I can make it through anything. And I'm saying like this, it could even be this person coming back around after they themselves go through a transformation. It's going to be different for all of you guys. I don't want to give you hope so that you keep holding out. But what Source is saying here is just really focus back within yourself. Yeah, it's interesting. This came out in pile 1 too. You fear the truth of this connection, which is why you refuse to fully surrender. I think that's the thing. It's like, are you afraid that this isn't the connection for you? Like, that's what the fear is. It's like, even though it feels so right, it is a connection for you, but it might not come in just the way you planned it to. Wow. Okay. So these 2 are coming out, and I'll take those, but I'm going to put all these back because those, I'm sorry, Source, that's too many. Fearing the unknown. There you go. There's confirmation. If I walk away, what if I never get them back? That's what's kept you here in this energy for so long. What if I don't get them back? What if, what if, what if, but what if you do? Right? Like, it's interesting. Or what if Source has somebody that's even a higher vibration, that's even more in alignment with you, and will dwarf this connection altogether? It says time to let go of anger and speak in a calm, clear, and concise manner. And that's what I think Source wants you to do with this news card too, is to tell them exactly what's going on. When you leave, just, don't just disappear. Don't ghost somebody. That's not fair. You don't want it done to you. Why would you do it to someone else, right? I mean, unless it is a narcissist, and then I totally understand. But, okay, I think I want one more. Okay. But at the end of the day, it's like you have to speak what's truly in your heart. And I feel like what's truly in your heart is that it's like, hey, I love you, but I just can't do this anymore. So we have rest equals work and work equals rest, finding balance. So keep working on you. This is being in that energy of yin and yang. It's like taking action when you know you need to take action, but not being afraid to rest when you know you need to rest. Right? Like, that's where success comes from. It's not about this connection. Like, this is about focusing on yourself. We have let go of who you think it should be and open up to the possibility of who it could be. Exactly. Confirmation of what I was just saying. You don't know. Maybe it is this person, maybe it's not. And we have time to make space for you. You guys might very well resonate with pile 1. We have a lot of similar messages coming out, but then again, with the energy that came out on the bottom of the deck and when I did the mini reading in the beginning, that makes a lot of sense. So you guys might not resonate with the messages that were in pile 1, but if you guys do want to go back and watch that, that's definitely, I appreciate it. It is not a requirement though, just know that. Yeah, you need spiritual fulfillment. I feel like that's what I was saying. Like, it's like you had to fall on bended knee. It was like, Source, please help me. help me with this situation. I'm scared. Like, I don't know what to do. Can you help me? Can you just Jesus, take the wheel, take it from my hand, 'cause I can't do this on my own. Oh, I'm letting go. So give me one more chance. Right? Like, that's how I feel like you guys are when it comes to this situation. You're just like, please take the wheel. I can't. Take a vacation. Yeah, it's time to do you. Go do the things that you want to do. I don't know if that's going to focus. Sorry, I have my phone plugged in and it's late here, and so it's showing up in black and white, and I really can't even see. So I really hope it doesn't transfer black and white on the video, but it's just interesting. So the steps to change are simple, but they aren't easy. Exactly. It's like, you know what you need to do. It's simple, but that doesn't make it easy. Walking away from something that feels right, but you know it just isn't right now, right? That doesn't mean it won't ever be right, but you just know it's like, how do I let it go when it could just potentially leave my life for forever? Well, wow, psychic attack. So there's another party or another energy that's coming in that's like trying to put you in a place of confusion. They're trying to put you in this place of not wanting to change. And I think it's worked for just a little while. And I feel like there's a sense of jealousy coming in here. I don't know if I said that. I feel like I said that at the beginning, but I don't know right now. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. I just wanted to get this out for you guys, though, for sure. But yeah, there's this energy of not being able to move on because there's a psychic attack. So make sure you guys are doing a cord cutting ceremony or a cord cutting energy here, because it's important for you guys to keep your energy clear. And you can ask Source to help with that as well. Source definitely will help with that. It's not something that, sometimes it's hard to do it on our own. I always ask for Archangel Michael to provide me with protection that I need. And I just send back energies. I'm like, may they return to sender, The postman didn't deliver this time. Please send these energies to return to sender, So, and it'll work out, guys. Like, I think that's just a hard place to come from when you know that you love somebody so much. And you want a commitment with them. Of course you did. But you also realize it's like, if they're going to drain me like this and I commit with them, like, how's that going to be in years, years to come? It's going to be a lot of resentment. It's going to be a lot of hurt. It's going to be a lot of heartache. And it could just potentially end up worse. And so it's like, isn't it better just to let go right now when you know, so that it doesn't like turn into something else? And guys, I even have a hard time with that. Like, I really truly do. I have a hard time with that sometimes. Like, I think letting go is probably one of the toughest lessons that we learn on this journey. And it's not ever fully like learned. I think that it's just, we have to learn how to let go of so many different things that we never knew that we had an attachment to. And it's like, maybe you've let go of prior relationships before, but it's like, just again, none of them have felt like this. None of them felt like this connected. None of them felt this strong. None of them felt like this at all. And so it's like, letting that go is like a difficult situation, right? Like, we have truth coming out on the bottom, number 44, Jackal. Yeah. There's like just a sense of feeling like you've fallen apart. Feeling like, it just wasn't for you. And Source is saying it's not that love isn't for you. It's just this was brought into your life at a time to make you deal with really focusing on yourself. And I think that's sometimes hard too, because not everybody likes focusing on themselves, because it's like, well, I just want to have somebody in my life. Well, yeah, but you got to first enjoy your own company. If you don't enjoy your own company, then what's the point? If you can't enjoy your own company, pile 2, then how can you ask somebody else to enjoy your company? Like, just think about that for a second. It's like basically telling someone, you got to put up with me and all my absurdities and stuff like that, but I hate myself. Like, that doesn't work. You can't ask somebody to do that. Like, that's just not going to work at all. Okay? So just hang in there, guys. I mean, it's grueling. It's grueling. And the task, it seems difficult. But once you guys do what's best for you in this moment, you guys are going to find a beautiful place of harmony and balance. And you're going to probably ask yourself why you didn't do it sooner, because I know every time something like this comes up, I do. So I'm sending you out so much light and love. You guys have a beautiful opportunity opening up for you in this 1111 portal. So allow it to come in. And just remember, it's all part of the process. It's all part of the journey, okay? Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other next time, mwah, peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Wow, I'm really thirsty today, guys. I don't know what's up. So for pile 3, those of you that chose the 3 of Wands, this is for you. And this is what's coming in for the 1111 portal. We have the 7 of Wands upright. We have the Knight of Swords reversed. Okay. And we have the Hermit in the upright. Okay. Well, something made itself blatantly clear to you. And I feel like you wanted to blame somebody else. But in all actuality, you knew the only person that was responsible for the actions put out from you it was you. But I think for a while you did blame this other individual that was involved for a little while. And then it was like, you're like, no, look, that's not going to fly. Like, that's not going to work. Right? It can't work like that. Like, it's like you've come so far. Like, for you guys, for pile 3, like, you guys have come very far on the journey. Right? You guys have done a lot on the journey. And I think what's happened is it's like, you know, that you're like, I'm going to succeed no matter what. Like, I'm going to overcome humongous odds. I'm going to change the way that my family lineage is. I'm going to change the whole of my life. I'm going to change things and do things that nobody imagined or dreamt of in my family. And it's like dealing with this other person, it made you realize some things. And it was like, at first you were angry, and I think you were angry at the people in your past, and I think you were angry at this person, and I think you were angry at source, and I think you were angry at your guides, and I think you were angry at whatever and whoever. And then suddenly it like all came back around, and you're like, but I'm the one that allowed myself to get into the situation in the first place. I said yes, right? Or whatever it was. And it was like in that realization, you were like, holy moly, like I really have to like deal with this. Yeah. Yeah. And in dealing with that, it was like you realize the only way for me to overcome this is to realize and shed some light on the fact that I have a limiting belief. I have something within my vision, my belief, my mindset that keeps me coming back to these patterns. And I don't want these patterns anymore. And so it's like it forced you into going into a space of introspection. And so I think that you guys kept getting involved in the situation, but it became a source of study rather than a source of repeat pattern. It was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna do this, I need to learn about what's going on with myself. And so you guys kept showing up, not for the intention of misleading anybody either. Like, that is not at all what I'm getting here. So I just want to clarify that. This was for you guys showing up in a way that was like, look, what am I bringing into the situation that maybe I didn't allow myself to see before? And I think what you realized is that you wanted to control things. You wanted to control things emotionally. And it was like being intrusive in an emotionally controlling way. Not in a mean way. This is just like, I want to be seen. I want to be heard. I want to have that success. And it was like, you you realize, right? You realize that the only way you're going to have a foundational place and success on your journey is if you own your actions, if you own your mistakes, if you own your own journey, right? And because of that, it's like there's been an opportunity that has opened up for you. And it's an opportunity where it's like, okay, you know, I can get through this, but it did not come without its defeat, right? I think that's what felt like a defeat, was having to go within and to observe your truth. Because I think that the old belief within you, what Source is trying to show you during this 1111 portal, is that old belief within you and how much it's truly blocked you from getting what you wanted in life, from manifesting what it is that you wanted. And I feel like that made you feel defeated. Yeah. It kept you from manifesting growth, from persevering. You kept going into repeat cycles. And this time it's like, I'm going to focus on what I want in life, because I'm tired of being worried about what other people think of me. And I'm tired of being in situations where I feel like I have to juggle so much just to get love from a person. So I'd rather communicate with them and tell them that it's unfair, that this is a controlling situation, and that there really is no love. It's one-sided love. So I'm going to boss up and step up into Emperor energy, and I'm taking charge and control of my life, right? Because I want to be on the path to a positive outcome. I am a leader, and I'm done dealing with these negative ass toxic energies. And I want balance in my life, but in order for me to have balance, I have to go within. I have to seek what's within me. And so that's what you did. And you didn't want to blame this person. And I think that's where the defeat came from, because I think for a little while you were blaming this person. You know, it's like this energy of like placing all the blame on them, and you got mad at them, and this person felt that anger. I just want you guys to know, whoever this person is, this could be family, friend, a lover, it doesn't matter. This person felt that anger. Even if you weren't projecting it onto them, they felt the anger and they felt the discontent because you were placing that blame on them. And then it was like, when you took it back, it was kind of like, almost like this person didn't understand either what it was that you were doing, right? Yeah. Because you're trying to end karmic cycles and bring stability back into your life, connecting with your inner child, connecting with your pleasure, your senses of being able to be stable within self. It's like not putting so much pressure on another person to bring you stability, because your peace is your most important thing. So I heard this: if it fucks with my peace, that's too great a price to pay. That's exactly what I heard. So it's like being over this situation of dealing with somebody and letting them control how you feel within. It's like this forced you, right? This 1111 portal is forcing you to really look within and honor where it is that you're on your journey right now. You have to. You have to honor that, because not everybody is going to be in this energy. A lot of people are going to stay in a state of blaming others because that's what society does. Society blames others. They really truly come into this place, oh, well, it's not my fault. But that's what felt like such a defeat. Was it was like you really had to truly own up to yourself this time, and that's what felt like a defeat. And you had a choice. That was your choice. Are you going to choose to do that, or are you not? What are you going to do? Well, you took off the mask and you chose to do that. Or you are choosing to do that, right? Yeah. What did I say? There's a lot of anger here. So this situation made you mad, right? What happened here made you upset? What happened made you like, it's like, why the hell did this have to happen? Why did I have to go through this? Like, I thought that it was going to be a good situation. I thought that we were going to grow. I thought that things were going to work out for the better. And it's like Source came in saying, I caused this volcano to erupt in your life. A lot of volatility, a lot of volatile energy coming through here, like just sheer anger, right? And the reason why is because I needed you to know that your peace is the most important thing on this journey. Like, that's what Source wanted you to know all along. Your peace is the most important thing on this journey. And yet you were paying with your peace when it came to this connection, this situation. You were paying with the one thing that you need to be holding on to most dear. And I think that's what what happened was, it's like you went through this state of anger, realizing that you're like, damn, I gotta own up to what I put through here. Yeah. You had to change your own perspective. I love when Source gives confirmations like this. I just love it. And so in changing your perspective, you realized, wow, I really was giving away my peace, and I don't want to do that anymore. My peace is too high a price to pay. So if it fucks with your peace, get the hell on. Like, and that may seem rude, right? And it may seem arrogant, but it's not. It's not, because when you're in a state of peace, you're in a state of high vibrational energy, and being in a state of high vibrational energy is the manifestation magic. So how can you manifest if you're oh my God, thank you, Source. I just love you. How can you manifest if you're in a place of anger? You can't. But it is important for you to feel this, to clear the headway for you to come back into a state of peace and harmony within yourself. I'm gonna read this to you. Well, I'm gonna pick this up in just a second, but I want you guys to know, look, we've got 44 coming out on the bottom. Get to know each other. It says, learn to meet another's need for love. And I feel like this is what you were doing in this connection. You were trying to get to know them. You were trying to meet their need for love. But this was not getting reciprocated. This was not being returned back to you. And so Source is saying, now it's time for you to purify your energy and come back into this space for yourself. Right? Why? Because right now, pile 3, you guys are clearing out relationship patterns. Relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. We have 32 coming out, 5, change. That's what this was. This is a limited vision. This is something that is keeping you in a conceited energy. But look, here you are shining light on this. And it's like, to start with the 7 of Wands in the upright, it's saying, I'm going to overcome whatever it is keeping me in this energy of continuing to invite people in who give me half-ass energy. Right? Because that's what really this energy that's come in is. This is somebody that, like, they just don't care. There's a lot of similarities across the board, but I think that the collective is really dealing with that right now, because it's like we're figuring out who we are. You've given your power away. That's what happened. You gave your power away to this person, and you expected them to treat you with respect and kindness, right? But at the same time, how could they when they have your power and they like keeping you in that energy? Because when they're keeping you in that energy, then they're the ones that are controlling this connection. We have stop, rest, reassess where you're going. This has been a popular card tonight. So it's time for you guys to really, truly honor where it is that you're headed. God, this one too, this came out in all 3 piles. You fear the truth of this connection, which is why you refuse to fully surrender. It's like the idea that this is exactly where you're meant to be, or this person's who you're meant to be with, is so grand that it's like, I'd rather obsess over this connection than to really deal with the truth of what's going on and seeing what's standing in front of me. Right? Wow, okay. So let go of who you think it should be and open up to the possibility of who it could be. I'm not going to put all these out, but I'm going to read them really quick. Unfortunately, this connection is built on lies and secrets to teach you discernment. So I feel like this is the one that wants to be out, but that's exactly what's going on here. It's like your peace was too high a price to pay. And in that, it was like this person hurt you. And when they hurt you, it caused you to really discern what was going on with this connection. Finding what you should have known all along, love. And this is like self-love. You're learning how to love yourself. This person had a secret lover behind closed doors. And they want the old you, the old unchanged you. Because in the old unchanged energy, they can get whatever they want. And we also have a man who secretly sleeps with other men. Secret lover behind closed doors. Look at that, guys. Like, I can't make this stuff up. This is crazy. Like, man who secretly sleeps with other men. Whatever the situation is, right? It doesn't matter. I'm not here to judge. Do you, boo-boo, you know? But there's this energy of just, it's like maybe it's a heterosexual couple, right? Like, you guys are a heterosexual couple, and it's like, it might surprise you to think that this person would sleep with the same sex. But that's what's going on, because it's like they're a thrill seeker, and they are always looking to fulfill that thrill, and they wanted that with you, and I think they got that with you, and you're the whole package. But I think that you only were the whole package as they can control you, and that's why you gave your power away, because you felt that. And so you had to take back your power in order to bring back balance into this connection. Yeah, we have Aquarius energy. Yeah, it's time for you guys to stand out, right? Whenever I get Aquarius energy, it's like being the trendsetter, not being afraid to be who you truly are at the core of your being, not being afraid to do those things that not everybody wants to do, right? It says this situation requires love, not payback. And yeah, I feel like there is this energy of wanting to get back at somebody because of this, right? Wanting to get back at them because of what happened, like taking it out on them. But there's no reason to. It's like you're coming into a place of unconditional love. And the lesson here was for you to learn your discernment. So we have summertime, okay, our summer. So I did not channel these messages to give you guys a time frame. And if you take it that way, you take it that way. But I'm just a disclaimer here. I did not channel these to be a time frame. What I did initially was I was told to do these because each season has a representation of our place in life. And the reason why you had to go through this is because you're about to come into a glow up, and you're about to blossom, and you're about to be in full bloom. It's like finding your true potential because of this person, because of this connection. Okay, even if it was rough, even if it was hard, it doesn't matter. It's like bringing you into a place of understanding, like, okay, I get it now. Like, this is what I was meant to do. Yeah, and look, isn't this crazy? We have skewed perspective and perspective together here. So it's like, that's why you were so angry, because it was easier to point the finger at this person and say, you're the reason why I hurt so bad. And Source is saying, like, you have to change your perspective and go within, find the light within, shine light on the darkness that's causing you to think that this person is the one causing you suffering and pain, because suffering is an illusion. So where is the illusion coming from? And then it's funny because underneath, oh God, I love this. Look at this. This is underneath the perspective. We have love, compassion, and lotus flower unfoldment. And now the love card, it's been coming out more, which I'm really happy about, because this card doesn't actually come out very often. This is not talking about romantic love. This card literally speaks about self-love, being kind, compassionate, and caring to yourself, and being centered within your own heart space so that you guys can shine that out to the world. But it starts with self. You're reaching for your heart here, not reaching for this person's heart. It's like you have to let that go. You have to reach for your own heart here. And then with Lotus Unfoldment, it's like shining light on the fact that you're again blossoming with this summer energy coming in here, right? It's like why this situation requires love, not payback, because you wouldn't want someone to pay you back for something that you might not have known that you've done. And even if this person did do it viciously towards you, it's not up to you to give them their karma. Like, that's up to Source. Source is the one that will take care of that. Source is the one that will take care of any wrongs that have been done, especially if somebody doesn't have remorse. But a lot of times people hurt other people without physically or consciously knowing it. It's because hurt people hurt people. It's just a pattern. And we have pattern coming out here, relationship patterns. So it's like you guys got caught up in a relationship pattern, and it taught you how to really come into a space of self-love. So what's coming in with this 1111 portal is that you guys are bringing in self-love. You guys are bringing in true compassion for yourself. And that in turn is going to unfold. And you're going to, again, this is like a huge glow up for you guys. It could be a subtle situation, but it is something that's coming in. And as it comes in, you guys are going to learn something new. I feel like it's very important for you guys to connect with your crown chakra at this time. So meditation, praying, anything that gets you connected with your crown, whether that's doing yoga for crown chakra or meditations for your crown chakra, whatever it is, just get into it, guys, because it's going to help you balance out this weird energy that seemingly has taken over your energetic field, right? But it's like I feel like you're fighting to come back into a place of peace where everything feels normal for you. And it's like sources, you don't have to fight this anymore. Like you don't have to fight coming back to peace. It's like the more you fight it, the more it feels like it eludes you. It's like just allowing yourself to come into it, to ground yourself and to go into solitude and not deal with this person anymore. It is going to open you up to a whole new light and a whole new way of being. Right? Is it easy? No. And it's funny because there's a lot of relationship stuff. I mean, if you guys watch the shuffle, you know, this whole reading has been based on relationship situations because of all the cups cards that we had that I did in the mini reading, right? So in this 1111 portal, I think Source is really highlighting toxic traits, toxic relationship patterns, so that as a whole, as a collective, we're ready to usher in actual unconditional loving connections. Whether that's with the people you're leaving or not, it doesn't matter. That's not what matters. Even if that's what feels like it is the thing that may matter. Well, it needs to be this person, right? And Source is saying, like, no, you got to release that. Like, you got to let that go. You can't let that be the reason you stay in something that's toxic, which unfortunately is what a lot of people do. They get the notion, or they find readers that are like, oh, you're with your true love, and you know, like they focus on only the love aspect of it, not the truth of where you are, right? You got to find people who read the energy, not just the cards. Like it's important to find people who can read the energy. And as much as I say this, like, you guys will know, you'll know, because it's like, yeah, the cards have a certain meaning, but sometimes a card could come out and that meaning is irrelevant because there's energy that's flowing with the cards, and not everybody can read energy because there are a lot of people out there using the relationship bit to dupe people into giving them money, or to dupe people into giving them whatever it is. You know, a lot of people feed on love in order as success. It's a trend for a reason, because it's an obsessive thing that's going on with the collective right now. Everybody wants to have love. But Source is trying to remind us as a collective that we're all just reliving broken relationship patterns, situations that your parents dealt with, situations your grandparents dealt with, situations your great however many greats generations has dealt with. And it's not healthy, right? It's not what love is. Screaming at each other and then coming together and having mad crazy makeup sex, that's not love. This is not Notebook, but so many people are living out the Notebook journey, thinking that this is love because that's what we've been told by society is love. And I feel like that's what happened here. It was just such a strong connection. Everything happened so fast, but then everything also fell apart so fast. And it was just kind of like, wow, like what happened? And again, that anger coming back and blaming this other person. I think that's what really forces you to look within. It's that blame that you place on the other person, and then you start thinking about it. You're like, but, you know, I also did this, or like, I also did that, or, you know, like, I gave too much into this connection. See, again, it's like Source asking you, have patience, because you're ending karmic cycles. Again, with this Lotus coming out with this little girl, it's like reconnecting with the inner child. Oh, I already shuffled it. But what we had with the turtle coming out, stability, again, connecting with that inner child. Love is patient and kind always, right? And I think that's the thing. You're learning so much about unconditional love. You realize you have to come into a place of kindness and compassion and be patient as you learn these new patterns, or as you learn these new belief systems, and not letting those old patterns be what keep you from the life of your dreams. You know, people have a hard time manifesting in life. A lot of people have a hard time manifesting love. A lot of people have a hard time manifesting, you know, success. A lot of people have a hard time manifesting money. Well, the reason that you're having such a hard time manifesting those things is because of those old patterns. It's not that you're broken. It's just that you're the one that's meant to clear those patterns out of your family's energy field. And it takes time. What if this is something that your family has dealt with all the way back to the beginning of your lineage? Think about how long that's been just like sitting on your ancestral line, people dealing with it time and time again, right? That's what generational curses are. It's like things that could have plagued our family for more than thousands of years. And now you decided to come as partially woke. And then now you're on the journey of becoming woke and ascension, right? And with ascension, like, I want you guys to understand, I'm probably going to do a video on this because it comes up, but everybody talks about how ascension is almost just like a one-time ordeal. And I just want you guys to understand, ascension is not a one-time and you're done. Like, once you ascend, everything comes together. Like, no, it's like ascension is a lifelong process. There is no destination. Destination is death. Like, I'm just being real. Like, I'm being completely honest with you. And I feel like that's the thing. It's like, I feel like you guys really felt like, oh, well, I've already ascended. Like, things should be working out for me. And this connection feels so right. But it's like, Source is just trying to remind you, like, yeah, you have ascended, but it's not like something that's just going to go away. Like, there's another level to get to. And I'm not saying this to discourage you guys or make it seem like you shouldn't have hope in this situation. I'm telling you guys this so that you can remind yourselves always. It's like, no matter how much I grow, I'll always be able to grow even more. And it's something to look forward to too, because the more you grow, the easier it is to really look forward to the journey. While right now, maybe you're not looking forward to the journey because it is so frustrating, right? It is so frustrating what you're going through. It's heart-wrenching, it's heartbreaking, and it's like, I just don't want to deal with this anymore. Like, I'm done. But it's like, how can you come into a place of santosha, being content and happy with exactly where you're at in this now moment, and understanding that this is a beautiful part of the journey, and it's enjoying this part of the journey that you're able to understand how to approach the whole of your life. You know, there is no dummy's handbook for living life in the spiritual lane. Like, it doesn't exist. And if y'all know it does, then shoot, comment down below and let me know, because I'd love to buy in. Like, I'm just saying, it's just, you know, you kind of learn from the people who go before you, but at the end of the day, in learning from the people who go before you, it still comes down to each individual. There's no one size fits all. That's not how this works. There is no one size fits all. And so that's what makes it so confusing, because it's like, even me giving you guys tips and tricks, at the end of the day, you can choose to follow those for your own benefit, sure. But that's not a guarantee that my tips and tricks will be exactly what you need in that one moment. Or it could be something that you have to take and you have to interpret it for what's going to do good for you. Right? But it's like, everybody wants somebody to tell them exactly what to do in this now moment. And they're not coming into a place of using their intuition, not coming into a place of using their discernment. It's in these moments when we're able to find the best routes that work for us in that now moment. Because our lives are constantly changing. It's all about flow. You're not going to be the same tomorrow as you were today, and likewise, you're not the same today as you were yesterday. Like, that's what life is ever changing. And so it's to put that expectation on yourself that you have to be like somebody else, or that you have to do like everybody else does. That's rough. You got to find something that you think you can do and then make it work for you. Like, that's how this works. I feel like that's what forced you into this integration energy with the hermit, was that it was like, you realize, I can't just keep blaming everybody else, because I know I'm growing, but I need to keep growing. Like, I can't just say, oh, I'm done and one and done, because that doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. So this is what I have for you guys. I think I'm going to go. I'm tired as hell. So thank you for joining me. I love you guys so much. I'm sending you out so much light and love. And may you guys find what it is that you're looking for. May it come in the package that you want it to come in. But if it doesn't, may it come in the place of being in complete alignment with you so that you can experience the truth of the beauty of the blessings that Source is trying to give you. As it is spoken on you, so shall it be. Amen. Aho ase. And with that being said, I'm going to get on out of here. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below. Set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other next time. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.